Having made the Earth safe once again, the Z-Fighters were free to enjoy the years of peace that followed. Then, one terrible day, two evil androids suddenly appeared. One by one, they attacked and murdered the Z-Fighters. Until, at last, only Trunks survived, left to face this nightmare alone. Now, fueled by anger and grief at the loss of his mentor Gohan, Trunks' Super Saiyan powers have been released. Now begins the story of a dark future time and an Earth shrouded in the shadow of fear. Androids 17 and 18 were unleashed upon the world and brought humanity to the brink of destruction. None of the Z-Fighters survived. None but Gohan. Come on, Trunks!
Okay, get ready.
Gohan trained Trunks to utilize his Saiyan powers. And after Gohan's death, all hope for the future depended on Trunks.
I like that they're saying Gohan is dead and we haven't even seen him die yet. I mean, he's right here. We're training with him right now. I mean, geez, guys, can't you wait a little bit? Seriously, he's gonna die shortly. Just be patient. This is after Trunks and Gohan have their first encounter with the androids, where they lost horribly, and Gohan's arm should be missing right now. But it's not. And right now I think Gohan is training Trunks in the hopes that Trunks will become a Super Saiyan very soon. But Trunks was put in huge danger during the last fight, and Gohan isn't too happy about that. This entire saga is based on a TV special, which is actually based on a brief chapter from the actual Dragon Ball manga, called Trunks the Story. Which is why it's called Story of Trunks instead of History of Trunks like the TV special. But yeah, all you need to know right now is that they lost against the androids, and they're training so as to not lose a second time. And things are looking okay.
Good job, Trunks. That's enough for today.
Right.
Suddenly, an explosion rang out from the heart of the city. The androids had resumed their furious rampage. Trunks, you stay here.
No, I'm coming too.
Huh?
Huh?
Gohan knocked Trunks out and went to face the androids alone.
It's been a while, Gohan. A year now, right? Nice to see you're in good health.
I've been training hard for this moment. This time I won't lose!
Oh, really? You do realize we only used half our power last time, right?
What?
And this time, we won't let you run!
There wasn't really any letting someone run last time. The androids weren't generous or anything. Gohan just managed to escape with Trunks. Albeit with an arm missing, but they still managed to escape. This fight's actually fairly difficult because we have not had a chance to level up this version of Gohan. But his attacks are really insanely strong, and he charges his ki super fast. So as long as we don't get hit, we're golden. Hey Goten, how's it hanging? What you doing here? Probably shouldn't be here right now, Goten. In this situation, it's hard to say that Gohan was wrong not to let Trunks come along, because even though Trunks had been... You want to try and aim again, buddy? Because even though Trunks had been training for this fight the whole time, he's not even a Super Saiyan yet. And Gohan barely has a chance, if any. We also have to consider that without Trunks, any hope for the future is completely dead. If Gohan and Trunks both die here, there's no one left to defend the Earth. Not that the Earth is being defended super well right now or anything. Again, do you want to try and aim a little bit? Not that the Earth is being defended super well right now or anything, but hope is very important in situations like this. Not everyone on Earth has Saiyan blood in them, you know, and that's kind of important for this whole deal.
Why don't we end this?
I highly doubt any normal humans are going to be stepping up to fight the androids. Androids that are more powerful than Saiyans, mind you. Before I forget to mention, in the TV special, when Trunks inevitably dies at the hands of the androids here, because come on, the story already told you twice he's going to. When he inevitably dies, he has so much faith in Trunks that he taunts the androids with the fact that Trunks is still alive. And Gohan is smart enough to of course realize that Trunks would not let Gohan's sacrifice go in vain. So no matter what happens here, Gohan wins in the end, even if he is dead. Like, Trunks wouldn't be so blinded by his rage that he would go and attack the androids knowing that he would lose, right? I mean, I guess anger at injustice can be a strong motivator, and Trunks is kind of young. Might not be making the best decisions, but surely that wouldn't happen. Because that would be absolutely tragic.
With his mentor Gohan gone, Trunks set out to face the androids on his own.
Today's the day! I'm going to avenge my murdered friends!
You again. You never learn, do you?
Hey, 17. Is it okay to kill him? I want to have some fun.
Some important bits of information that were lost. This fight takes place 3 years after the scene we just saw, where Trunks discovers Gohan has died. So Trunks is now 17 instead of 14, but still plenty young enough to be making really bad decisions. His mother Bulma tried to convince him that this might not be such a good idea. She said that this is the opposite of what Gohan would have wanted, which is probably true. I mean, it's definitely true. But the village the androids were attacking was just so close to where Trunks lived that he couldn't even help it. And never mind the anger at the innocent people being hurt. There has to be so much anger at Gohan's death alone. Gohan was training him to be a Super Saiyan, and he became a Super Saiyan after his mentor died. Could you imagine training so hard for something and then the person who would be impressed most had died right as you achieved it? I don't think that kind of anger goes away very easily. Especially not at people who are outright sadistic and have no concept of morals. Like the androids. I mean, it's one thing if you kill Trunks' mentor by accident, but they totally did it just because they could. No underlying motivation there, they were just, hey, we can kill this guy, let's do it, it'll be fun. And we've seen Rage do amazing things for characters in their power before. It was enough to turn Trunks into a Super Saiyan, so maybe it's enough to help Trunks actually win against the androids, where Gohan couldn't. Bulma's argument was that being a Super Saiyan alone wasn't enough, though, which is a good point. And I mean, who are you kidding? You know Trunks doesn't win. During this entire fight, they're basically just toying with Trunks. He had absolutely no chance of ever winning against them. And if he somehow managed to miraculously survive this encounter, which would be ludicrous, but if he somehow did manage to miraculously survive, it would be kind of eye-opening. Might convince him that throwing his life away actually isn't worth it. Make him admit that he needs help so he doesn't get death saucers in the butt. Stuff like that. Makes you think.
Finish! Though badly injured in his foolish confrontation with the androids, Trunks survived to fight another day.
No!
And after completing her time machine, Bulma sent Trunks into the past on a quest to save the future, hoping to create a peaceful world free of the android menace.